You know, I find it works better if I turn the camera on. Oh. I have a feeling it might be one of those nights when I just can't seem to do anything right. It's been a busy day for me. I actually did achieve a few things today, production-wise, um, from the show, but also from my day job. I got some things done, so that's good. And I spent a little bit of time earlier today reading about and watching videos of that I've seen throughout the week, and I'm sure you have too. And I'm gonna share a couple of them with you right now. And we all know that Donald Trump desperately wants to drop the N-word. He's dying to say it. I mean, he came so close just the other day in the Oval Office that has become, I've heard it recently described as leprechaun bukkake. You can look that up. I'm not going to explain it to you. But after his rant about Somalia and Somalian Americans and how he went on about them, he had this little thing the other day that made me just chuckle because, oh my goodness, this it's really funny because, well, I, I'm going to start with the clip that made me go, what? And then I'll play some more afterwards because there's a follow up to this that somebody else had added onto it. Now, yes, of course, it's a clip, so sure, it's they'll say it's taken out of context, except it's no, it's a man in severe mental decline. Watch this.
They have cocaine manufacturing plants, okay? And then they sell us the cocaine. We appreciate that very much, but
We appreciate that very much. We appreciate that very much. Oh boy. That's that. I'm sure his son, Don Jr., who is rumored to have uh, a predilection for Bolivian marching powder. It's a slang term for cocaine, if you hadn't known that. Devil's dandruff, Bolivian marching powder, amongst others. Oh, hello, Lola. I have a doggy at my lap here right now. And actually, if you look, wait, I'll move this way. See a doggy in the cabin. So yeah, he appreciates it very much that these cocaine manufacturing plants that he talks about. Well, that is a rumor, Wishful Son, that he did cocaine for many years. I don't know if there is truth to that or not, but I do know for a fact that he is addicted to. Oh, hi, Lola. He is addicted to ephedrine, if memory serves. Ephedra products. He likes to take products that will give you that little jolt and boost. Sudafed, I think, is the one that he enjoys the most. He's had entire cabinets filled with that stuff. But let's watch the rest of this clip when a gentleman stitches in and has some commentary about it. But I'm gonna start it from the beginning, and then we'll watch the entire thing with the commentary because I think it's really funny. And then we'll get on to the other stuff.
they have cocaine manufacturing plants, okay? And then they sell us the cocaine. We appreciate that very much, but
What? What?
and then they sell us the cocaine. We appreciate that very much,
I
but
just had to make sure that I heard that right. Y'all all heard that. This is not AI. This is from the cabinet meeting. No wonder why your roaring 20s party was such a blast. Now we know what you appreciate that is sold to us as a country. This is how this man looked about 85% of this cabinet meeting. And I think that answer right there makes it all make sense now. Now I know why. Now I know why. And y'all all heard it. We cannot deny the words that just came out that man's mouth. It's all on camera. In front of the entire cabinet. It's on camera, girl.
And he's not wrong. It did happen. It did take place. He really did say those words. Just really? Uh, I Of course, who was it? Was it Christy Nome? I can't remember who said to him, "We bypassed the, hurricane season this year. You kept the hurricanes away and at bay. We thank you for that, President Trump." Please tell me she was joking when she said that. I mean, please tell me that was said in jest, because if she really meant that, she needs more mental health therapy than I do, because he cannot stop hurricanes from happening. No human being can do that. We don't control the weather, despite what the chemtrail theorists, wow, had a hard time with that word today, like to tell you. We don't control the weather. We're not smart enough. We're not. And there's clearly, as evidenced by the President of the United States, so many dumb people in this country. Now, I'm going to show you the next clip that is really, this is the one where when I watched this the other day, I thought, he's dying to drop the N-bomb. He just wants to say it so badly. He wants to say it so he can normalize it for his racist, hateful base. He already dropped the R word in describing Governor Tim Walz, and many of his minions and followers and cult members said, he's given us the word back. Which makes me think, you fit the description of that word because you didn't grow up. If you use that to describe someone whose mental faculties are lesser than yours, that's what you are, not them. You are the very word you want to use to describe people. We know what the word is. I'm not going to say it. I refuse to. I'm not doing it. All right. Let's look at this clip and then discuss it on the other side, because this is holy Hannah.
Now I'm understanding, and you're going to look at that, Scott. I hear they ripped off Somalians, ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing.
What a hateful, vile, racist, 34-time convicted felon. Disgusting, hate-filled, ignorant, misogynist, Nazi pile of human fecal matter. He's a Nazi. That's it. Period. It's only a matter of time before he starts opening up more work camps after Alligator Alley was shut down. He'll do it in secret this time, though. And you watch how quickly he starts shipping people there. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it won't happen. The man was so desperate to drop the N-bomb there. You know he wanted to use it. The way he describes American citizens, if he were to turn into pink mist tomorrow, whatever. 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 You can look it up. I'm not going to get into the description for you. This is just a vile, hate-filled, racist, sexist, convicted rapist, 34-time convicted felon who should be in prison. The man is disgusting. And I read earlier today something that I haven't had a chance to research, but apparently he was also running a similar sex trafficking ring that Jeffrey Epstein was. Apparently. Or Epstein, I guess. That's the pronunciation in the U.S. Epstein. Yeah. Harvey Weinstein. Anyway. It's only a matter of time before somebody says, all right, enough. And somebody is going to take things into their own hands and do something about this. It's going to happen eventually. It's, I mean, not only does he belittle an entire group of American citizens, right? Says that the unemployment is at some absurd level, which is not even close to the truth. Says that they've been ripping off the state for billions. Again, there's not a shred of truth to any of the things he's saying. Nothing. Everything he said was a lie because he's a hateful, racist pile of human fecal matter. He is the most disgusting human being alive right now that I know of that is a public figure. He is the most powerful man in the world. If you tell me he's the leader of the free world, I'm going to yell at you for 10 minutes as to why he's not. He's the most powerful man in the world. He doesn't lead the free world. I'm free. He's not my leader. I didn't vote for him. Nobody in Europe did. South America, Mexico, free nations. None of us voted for him. He is the leader of the United States of America and nothing else. Stop saying he's the leader of the free world. The world is free without that piece of shit. And the sooner he meets his maker, the better off we'll all be. He's an unhinged lunatic. Look, in all honesty, if he's still alive next year at this time, I will be surprised. His health is declining rapidly. He's not a well man. He falls asleep in meetings all the time. He fell asleep when Marco Rubio was talking to him and praising him. That's the one that I think is really funny because this is a man who just loves to be praised. He lives for it. It's like if you're praising him, well, that just boosts his ego. How is it possible that somebody that is so vile, so hateful, so racist, such a chauvinist, misogynist, how is it possible that he's the president of the United States of America? It makes no sense. He is a criminal, a convicted criminal. We're in the upside down times. You're right, 77 million people voted for him, apparently. Of course, they voted for him because he hates the same people they do. But now now many of them are beginning to realize that he also hates them. He likes two things, money and himself. That's it. If he can enrich himself, he'll do it. And his big, beautiful bill and all the tax cuts just increase the costs for the average American. For the lower class, the working poor, which is a stupid statement. I can't believe we still have that statement. It shouldn't exist. Working poor. If you're working, you should have a livable wage, period. Period. But for those folks, they've come to the realization that he doesn't give a shit about them. He never did. He goes on about the tariffs and all the money it's bringing into the country. No, it's just costing the average person more money. He has brainwashed people into believing his bullshit. And that's what it is. Bullshit. And it's a gigantic mountain of bullshit. You might be right about that, Lori Sue, sorry. I'm going to put this up on the screen. She says, I will be surprised if Trump physically lasts another 4 months. He'll not be taken out by his party, though, and they'll all lie about the responsibility why Vance takes over. I think he might be right about that. The man is in decline, health-wise. Serious decline. I mean, I'm going to try and find the Marco Rubio video here for you. And as he's praising Trump to his face, sitting directly beside him, Trump is falling asleep. I got the video right here. He starts falling asleep because, you know, he works so hard for the country and he cares so much about the nation. And blah, blah, blah. Watch this video. If you've not seen it, it's going to make you do two things. One, you might laugh and chuckle and point and go, oh, and then you might also realize that the most powerful man in the world can't stay awake during his own cabinet meeting.
War started, it never would have happened if you'd been president. But this war is going on, and the president is trying to end it, not because, listen, we got a million things to focus on in the world as a country, but he's the only leader in the world that can help end it. And that's why even as we speak to you now, Steve Woodcock is in Moscow trying to find a way to end this war, to save lives of 9,000 people, Mr. President, as you know, are dying every week. More people before started, it never would have happened.
Okay, that's kind of cute. You know, Steve Woodcock is over there trying to save lives. The context of what he's talking about is trying to bring an end to the war in Ukraine with Russia. The thing is, Steve Woodcock is telling the Russians how to suck up to Trump to get what they want, number one. And number two, Trump doesn't give a shit about Ukraine. He just wants to help out Putin because Putin has tons of compromise on him. It's, yeah. You might be right about that too, PNC Bios. I don't know that it has to be health related about removing Trump. I think they just want to get Peter Thiel's boy in there. Trump got them the White House, and now they'll have their 2 or 3 years of mayhem. The thing is, though, I think it's more than, you know, you remember during the election run-up when Trump had said, just got to vote this time, you'll never have to vote again. We'll have it all figured out. They don't plan on ever giving up. They don't plan on ever relinquishing the White House. Their goal is to hold on to it forever. And, you know, well, forget about the fact that there should be an election. That's irrelevant to them. They don't care about that. They don't. No. They're going to continue to do the things that they want to do, which is run the country into the ground, fully enact the Project 2025. It's well on its way. I think they've checked off like 20 of 40 checkpoints or checkboxes or something to that effect. It's a little absurd. And yet there it is. It's happening in real time right now. I just don't know. You know, when we started this a few years back, it was during the pandemic. And I remember when the pandemic started and the whole world came to a screeching halt. I started a music podcast to keep myself busy and to try and add things to people's lives because we were all sitting at home with not a lot to do. those of us who couldn't work from home. And my job didn't permit me to work from home. I had to be at my job to, physically install things. And then my job changed and I was able to work remotely eventually, but that was after the fact. It didn't happen till late 2021 when I was able to work from home. But there were millions of us that sat at home and had nothing to do. So some of us started podcasting. Many of us started podcasting. Many of us did what we could do. Was I think a lot of us baked some sourdough bread. I wasn't one of those people. I'm not doing that. It's not just, I go to the store and buy it. I'm not baking. Look, I worked as a sous chef and I can cook a great meal, but I'm not a baker. I don't make bread. It's not my thing. So we have the most powerful man in the world who has targeted a group of Americans that he has painted with a vile brush, stating a multitude of lies about them, stirring up and fomenting hatred. It's called stochastic terrorism. He's going to get people killed, and he doesn't care because he wants them out of the country. We're at a very strange time period. I never thought we'd be here, and yet here we are again. But this time, he's going to make up for it. He's going to make up for it in the sense that the things that the people and the things that he felt were wrong and betrayed him, he's going to take revenge on all of them, and he's been doing it. He will do everything within his power to harm people and groups of people and entire swaths of the American public because he can do it. He can get away with it. And nobody's doing anything to stop him, including journalists. Look, I get they ask him a question he doesn't like and he bans them. I understand it. I get it. You're reluctant to ask the question because you don't want to get banned. But here's the thing. Do your damn job. Just do your job. Damn the torpedoes. Yeah, he's going to ban you from it. Damn the torpedoes. Launch a Supreme Court charter or a constitutional challenge. You don't have a charter, you have a constitution. Launch a constitutional challenge with the Supreme Court. Why does the president have the right to deny journalists access to that president? He's a public servant. He shouldn't be able to do that. He's not a king. He is a public servant. Nothing more. What was that line from the film? A number of years ago, it was a Joe Pesci film. Brendan Fraser was one of the stars of it. And he talked about, there's a scene where he's at Harvard. He was attending a class, auditing a class in Harvard University. And the professor asked him to leave, and I can't remember the gist of it, but he says, the great aspect of the U.S. political system is that the president is a bum. He's a hired bum. He's a public servant. He's not a king. He is meant to serve the public, not himself. So their laws are in place that can remove this man for overreach. But he stacked the Supreme Court with people that will see things his way. So nothing's going to happen there. He won't be charged. He won't do jail time. His only way out of this world is either failing and falling into severe dementia or pink mist. Pick one. One of them's going to happen. Which one, I don't know. Either way, it's time for him to go. And if you think J.D. Vance is going to be better, he's a bigger puppet. He doesn't have the ego of Trump. He's not as vindictive as Trump. And he's much smarter, which is a little scary. But he'll be a puppet of Peter Thiel. Look, the downfall of the American empire started under Ronald Reagan. It really did. It began under Ronald Reagan. He removed the fairness doctrine. He got rid of marginal tax rates, started the trickle-down economy effect, which it's just been wealthy people pissing on us because none of that money has ever trickled down. It's trickled up, never down. And the sooner people realize that Reagan was not the great president that many people thought he was, when they come to the realization that he did more to damage the American thought process, the American empire, the American way of life, the American dream, to shatter the American dream into a billion pieces. When people come to the realization that that's what Ronald Reagan did, and it's just continued to get worse since then. Joe Biden tried to reverse some things. So did Barack Obama. Good men, smart men, not great men. They weren't LBJ and they weren't FDR. And I recognize the fact that they had a do-nothing Congress in front of them, so they were limited to what they could do. But, man, we are, what's the line from JFK? We're through the looking glass here, people. We need to take a serious look at what is happening to that country and recognize that it's a failed nation state. The republic is dead. It's gone. It's buried. Trump just put the final nail in the coffin. The spike through the heart was by Reagan. And each Republican president since then has done more to erode and delude the quality of life of millions of Americans. And until people come to the realization that this is what it is, this is what actually did take place, until people start to truly realize how much of a detriment he is to millions of people, nothing will change. And he'll just continue to carry on and do his thing and get away with it on a daily basis because nobody has the cojones to step up and stop him. Hell of a week in the news, folks. I'm going to head out. It's about 6:30 on a Friday evening. I'm going to have some dinner. Maybe take Lola out a little bit later again. We just got back a few minutes ago, and wow, is it cold out there tonight in the city of Ottawa. But I'll be back Monday, 4 p.m., with your Monday to Thursday Grizzly Growl with a new human interest story. I hope you can tune in on Monday at 4 p.m. If not, watch us on the replay. Until such time, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming out. I do appreciate you. I know we tell you this all the time, but we really do appreciate you. If you want to donate to us, you can send some money to our coffee page, which is right there above the lamp with the mountains in the background. You can go to ko-fi.com/eagerbeaver. You can donate there as well. But if you really want to bypass all of the tech bros and you want us to get the money and you don't want somebody else to get a part of it, you can just email us cash in Canada, if you are in Canada watching, via truenortheagerbeaver@gmail.com. You can send the cash, whatever you want. And if you can't, don't worry about it. We appreciate your views. We appreciate your commentary. And we do appreciate you tuning in every day. So, I'm going to head on out. I'm going to have some dinner. And I hope you're in the position to have a good dinner too. I'll see you soon. You take care.